Alright, so Lady Diala is really into, her ribbon spool that has been stolen for her, but we got it back for her, and now she's happy. She is going to wrap this place in ribbons and murder all of the guardsmen that are left.
From Bard's bleeding tongues.
Yes, from Bard's bleeding tongues.
Not a cockroach. Oh, gratitude, yes.
And then she's like, oh, I should probably reward you. They tell me that I should reward the people that help me instead of trying to experiment on them and kill them. But she's also going to help us craft our funky thematic sulfite, which will allow us to get past that weird blockage inside of the sewers. And let's take a look here at Diala. She is basically a semi-human construct crafted of gems for a purpose that we, up until this point, were not super sure about. And she's got, like, some mechanical, like, jankiness to her legs that look like she's, like, made of other dead people. And there's, like, the skulls. She's all kinds of loony.
Goodbye.
And if I get a good, like, shot of her backside, maybe I can get her to turn around. There's, like, a bunch of gems embedded all down her spine and all over the place. She's like a weird construct made out of, like, dead people and stuff. And over here, if we were going to play this game into endgame, is the Reverie device, where a crazed madman went into a fever dream one day and discovered that he could enter alternate dimensions via a machine. And so, in the endgame, to kind of break up the monotony of the sameness, you can find maps that will spawn periodically in the game, and you can put them into the Reverie device, and it'll spawn like a weird alternate dimension. So I thought that was kind of cool. They've definitely experimented in a lot of funny ways to try and break up like the grindiness of this game, but also keep the replayability. So that's handy.
I bet what they're gonna do with Tempests after they're done with this league is put them into certain maps.
I'd be down to clown with that. I mean, they're not quite as fun as like a shit ton of those chests that we've been seeing, but I like them the same.
They do increase the amount of items that drop in the area they appear in.
So now we've got to go on to the docks, fight through some more undead dock workers who haven't been paid in a while, I'm sure. And we're gonna meet an old friend of ours. Oh, yes. And, well, honestly, I don't even know why we would have frickin' helped him, but, you know, whatever. Wait, who's the party leader?
I am.
Okay. Whoever is gonna do the invite, But, old Captain Fairgraves, his ass isn't dead. We're gonna run into him, he's gonna be like, hey, neighbor, remember that time I jokingly tried to murder you and you killed me and my ship full of people? Yeah, sorry about that, but I'm stuck in eternal damnation and torment for forever thanks to the All-Flame. Could you help kill me? That would be great. And we're like, yeah, I'll murder you. That's fine. You're a dick. And these...
It doesn't sound like he knows it's gonna kill him from when he's explaining it.
That's not my problem, Taria. Yeah, we basically get like a thing to let him drink it, and it basically burns him out of this weird existence he's in. Yay. Also, there's like living frickin' thematic flame that we're gonna use to burn a hole in the sewers. Totally safe to carry around in your bare hands, by the way. Don't ever think you need to wear gloves for that shit. Just touch it with your bare skin, like it's dangerous chemicals in science class. Because, you know, Betty didn't think she needed protective goggles. Now she doesn't need most of her skin. Or her eyes. You know what, it probably just burned her to death.
I blew up a concoction on my chemistry teacher once.
Really?
Yeah.
I convinced a kid that he needed to stick a frickin' paperclip in an outlet for one of the experiments. Which is, like, I almost got me sent, like, straight to the principal, had it not been so fucking hilarious, where he did this, like, little jig and then, like, spun around 3 times, then he yarfed on someone we didn't like. Oh, it was a good day.
Yeah, but basically I had picked up a petri dish that wasn't clean apparently. And while the rest of the people I was working with were like doing the project that everyone was working on, it started getting into a weird color, and they're like, "Hey, teacher, what's up with this? It's a weird color." So he leans right over it, and as soon as he does, it just goes spoosh in his face.
Well, that'll do her. I don't really remember
And
a
I
lot
was
of...
far away, so no one suspected me at all.
Aside from getting the derp to stick his hand in the outlet, I don't really recall too much weird happening. That teacher, like, the administration tried to be an asshole to her, so after they tried and failed, and the teachers union kicked in, they stopped being dicks to her, she pretty much just didn't give a shit, and it was like all Mythbusters all the time. And I was like, whatever, man. I'm sold. Way to go. People who might know me, that was Mrs. Grove. She was a cool teacher. Also, inexplicably, for the first semester, she was losing, like, all of my goddamn homework to the point where I was literally getting her to sign an extra fucking copy so that she would, like, remember that she, like, fucking had it. She was just losing it like an asshole. She was kind of a dick that first semester, but that was, like, when they were investigating her, so maybe that explains it, but that was still a dick thing to do. So that was an interesting thingamajiggamaroo. What else fucking happened in high school? Oh, the other thing that was really weird that I didn't get in trouble for was when we were having lunch, there was just like, at the table I was sitting at, I thought it was dead, but it turned out to be alive still. There was just this grasshopper. There was nothing wrong with the grasshopper, like, it was completely fine. But it would just sit there. It's just like, whatever, man, just don't try to rip my leg off and we're cool.
Oh, careful with that, Unique.
Yeah, this is the one that killed you that one time.
Yup.
I was there for that. That was a thing. We spawned some, skulls. Help with that. You know what? You know what? Let's, oh, I used the wrong gem. I was gonna use the Vol Spark, but maybe it's better I didn't. I used the Arc instead.
And an arc between him and all of his totems he was spawning.
Yeah. Didn't look as cool, because they were already spawning, like, a thing. Is that... Where's the sulfite? Is that back here?
Should be like in some kind of chest thing.
Oh, it's just like on the side, on fire. It's hard to miss. I don't know what the deal is with these weird, like, dog creatures. Void Bearer? They're like...
They look like gemlings.
They look like gemlings, but like gemling dog creatures that have kind of gotten, like, weird. Let me zoom in here.
Ate too much sulfite.
I guess. You know, I could believe that to kind of deal with, like, the buildup of magic crap, they had, like, creatures that they created to spew, solvent agent to melt it. But it's clearly had, like, advanced, like, rail systems here. This is, like, the port that we're in right now where they would, like, do all their shipping. If that wasn't clear already, with the fact that there's, like, a boat and a captain here. But this is some advanced shenanigans. They got, like, turntables and everything. It's legit. Some cool stuff. Things. Is it down there? There's stuff to kill down here. It's a lot of it, actually. They spawn some friendship skulls. Some friend skulls, but so I found this...
I like how they literally just smash their heads into the enemies.
Yeah, those little angry phantasms that I spawned.
Yep, here it is.
They're kooky. So that grasshopper that I found, like, it didn't move or anything unless you tried to delimit. And I put it on my finger and I forgot about it. Because I was wearing, like a weird turquoise ring I got at a Indian powwow festival. And I was sitting in, like, math class after lunch, and I'd forgotten it was there, and all of a sudden, like, a third of the way through the class, there's just this loud shriek next to me. And the girl has looked over, noticed that the thing on my finger is not, in fact, like a decorative little piece of plastic, but is, in fact, a living, breathing animal, and freaks out. And funny enough, the teacher there, who actually owned the driving school that I went to get my insurance cheaper, she just looks and gets really pissed off at the girl, like, I don't care what he has on his finger, you do not scream, you are a grown woman now. You need to learn to grow the fuck up. And I was just like, wow. And she just looks at me and is like, could you just take that outside? Because, like, She's gonna be a baby. You know she's gonna look over. Someone else is gonna scream. Just take it outside. She didn't even seem mad that I had it. Like, other teachers would have flipped their shit, but she's just like, whatever. You have it, and it's on your finger. So, whatever. Or maybe it was that I was playing it off like I didn't realize it was there. That could have been it. I can't really afford to switch out my robe yet, so I'll stick that in here. And then the rest of this shit will get sold. Hey, Hagen, take all this crap out of my inventory. And thanks for the book of skills. I'm gonna sell you some crap.
What is that area next to the marketplace that we haven't gone in yet?
I don't
That
recall.
is the catacombs.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, let's not do that a second time. We did that in the last playthrough, and that was dumb. Okay, so what else do I have? I have this cold damage, but I don't really want to sell that. I'm getting rid of this molten thrag. I've got like 2 of those already. I don't know if I give a shit about conductivity either, but I'll keep it. Why not?
It's a curse.
I know what it is. I just don't know if I really give a crap, because stuff dies so fast when there's 50 of us. So I'll put this orb and stuff in the old inventory. I'm gonna keep these resist things on me. Ah, I finally get a new necklace, so that should be useful. Let's see, I need to equip that bad boy. Yeah. Now I'll put the garbage one in the guild stash. But not now, because Taria will see it and get rid of it. I want to wait and put it when Neff will see it, and he'll hate it, because he gets OCD like that. I'm a bit of a bastard, I won't lie. Where are we going back to? We're going back to, Solaris Temple. No, I gotta turn in the sulfite. And she basically just goes, bippity boppity suck my nards. And then it becomes explosive diarrhea.
She does an incantation she learned from
Malachi.
Exactly
So there's 2
That guy.
big time guys whose names both start with M. There's Malachi, who is like the proper thaumaturge of the Empire. He was like the goody two-shoes guy that tried to save it. And there's Malagaro, who was very experimental and was kind of fucked up and was really into the corruption side of things and not the best, admittedly.
Those are 2 different guys?
Maybe.
I always thought they were saying the same guy.
2 completely different people. That's why in those letters it was like Malachi was giving that stuff to Malagaro. All that shit in the Chamber of Sins was a gift of his. Oh, that is just a big blockage of dead people. You know, that just looks like it was a bunch of, like, untouchable people or whatever. Anywho, inside the city there's like this shield surrounding the hand of God. I don't know what's causing it, but we can't get past it. I think it's actually down over here. Down this way, yeah. Down over hither. Past all these war machines. I mean, you might not be able to see it because they're blocking me from seeing it. There's like a giant golden shield. I don't remember if the Legion is casting it, or if that's a thing that the Empire did at the end to defend themselves from the Crusaders. But it's there, and it's kind of annoying. Who's lightning me? Sir, Blackguard Archmage, I'm better at this than you. Stab it. Stab it. But yeah, there's like a giant shield, and we couldn't walk past it, so we have to sneak through the sewers past the giant bunghole turd. Yeah, we can't go over and see it. That's unfortunate. Oh well. I guess we'll just have to proceed and kill General Gravicius next episode. Even though he's like right up there. I'm gonna leave it at a cliffhanger, because I'm weird like that. Goodbye, everyone!